Hello pigeons, Scuzzy here, and today I have another Minecraft mod review. This time it's on Powercraft, and this is a mod that I've kind of wanted to show for a while, just due to the sheer size of it and how useful it actually makes, how useful and new it makes the game. So this mod is by Mighty Pork, and if you guys are interested in this mod at the end, you can click on the link in the description. It'll lead you there. Support the author, and I'll give you a kind of rundown of this mod. Pretty much what it adds is 3 new systems. There is redstone. There's going to be, there's transportation with conveyor belts. There's going to be redstone, and there's going to be mining too. There's this mining module kind of contraption thing, which is pretty cool. So before I get started here, I want to talk about kind of my personal life. If you've been with my channel for a bit, you'll know I've had some audio problems as of the last couple videos. I think I kind of got that sorted out here. I got a new mic. It was $1.20 on eBay, and it's one of those little clip-on mics, like one of those little clip-on mics you wear on your shirt, and it's actually pretty cool. But I hope you guys like the audio quality. If not, I'm planning on buying like a Blue Snowball eventually, but that's besides the point. So let's get started with this mod. As I said, it adds conveyor belts. Now I have these shown here. This is the basic conveyor belt, and it's made like this: 3 leather, 2 iron, and a redstone in the middle. You get a conveyor belt, and when you stand on it, you can actually ride across, as you see, and it actually takes items. It can bring items too, and if they're leading into a chest, it'll actually drop the item into that chest. So that's actually really cool. They also have these things called speedy conveyor belts. Same pattern, except instead of iron, you have gold here, and same deal, but it's much quicker. And I think you can actually sprint on these just to make yourself go even faster. So that's the 2 basic conveyor belts. Everything else is kind of a play off of them. This is the item redirection belt. It's a conveyor belt with redstone below it. And essentially how this works is when you throw an item on it, if it's not powered, it'll bring them to the left. And as soon as you power it, it will bring it to the right. So that's how this one works. These here are the brakes and the roasters. Now, brakes are made like this. It's iron, a conveyor belt, redstone. You'll get a brake one. And the roasters are made like this. Now, I'm kind of showing them together as they have an application together. So as you can see here, this is a brake one. It has the little dots on it. When it's not powered, you can put something on it. It'll just go a little slower over top of the brake. As soon as you power it, it'll stop entirely, and then you can obviously unpower it and it'll bring through. I have a brake with a roaster underneath it. Now these roasters, I already showed you how to make them, but when you put coal in them, it only goes in stacks of 16. When you put coal in them and power it, I'll make it day here, you can see those little flames there. Now those will kill you almost instantly if you walk on top of them, which is obviously pretty helpful for traps and that kind of thing. Oh. Okay, and I have a brake over top. So now that it's powered and has that roaster, if you throw some items over top of it, I'll give myself, as you can see, if I throw kind of this on top, it'll actually turn them into the ingots. And if it's not out on a brake, like it might be able to do it occasionally. Yeah, well, it's not powered right now, but that pretty much needs to be on a brake for that. So you can set up a circuit with that. But yeah, you can actually smelt your materials as it goes through. So obviously these can be used for like mining and creating factories, which is why I like this mod so much. Next one here is I have it in here somewhere. I forgot to toss it in. It's the item separator. And you can see it's a diamond, a conveyor belt, and a redstone. You'll get an item separator. Now this one is actually one of my favorite in this. It's pretty cool. As you can see here, when you right click on it, it'll open a GUI. Now as you can see, I have gold and iron in the left side and 1 diamond in the right side. Essentially what this is going to do is when gold or iron come through, they'll go to the left. And when diamond come through, they'll go to the right. As you can see right there. So I'll quickly put a piece of iron in here. Goes to the left. Put a piece of gold in here. Goes to the left, put some diamond in there, it goes to the right. So those are very helpful too. Obviously they can be chained together to create machines and separator machines. This one here is the item ejection belt. It's a bow, conveyor belt, redstone, and you can see it right here. It's this little green one, and it's coming off of a chest. And what this does is it ejects things when powered by a pulse or something in the stacks that it is. So obviously if I hit it once, it'll eject the 2. If I hit it again, it'll eject the 1. And it just does it in in entire stacks, how it is in your chest. So if I hit this once, as you can see, there's 2 come out. hit it again, 1 comes out, or sorry, that was 3 or 4 come out, and hit it one more time, 1 comes out. So that's how that one works, pretty cool. This is the item detection belt, and it's a pressure plate with a conveyor belt and a redstone. Sorry. And when an item or a player goes over top, see it sends out a pulse. And obviously, I count for that too. This one here is the automatic workbenches, or yeah, automatic workbenches. It's a diamond, a workbench, and an item ejection belt. And to show this, I put one of these item separator belts inside of it. But essentially what happens is you place these things down, they'll have this little black hole here. And when you right click them, you can actually set a pattern. So for this one, I have a iron pick made up here. And when you get the necessary reagents for it, it'll actually create the iron pick and spit it out. On the other one here, I have a diamond block, as you can see for the pattern. So, and in this here, I have diamond going right, and the materials for iron picks going left. So, if I put in maybe 2 sticks and just 2 iron, you can see it starts filling up the pattern. So obviously, if I put 1 more iron in, 1 more iron in, it'll spit out your pick, and obviously it'll spit out a the diamond block too. So those are pretty cool. Oh jeez. Next one here is the elevators. Now these are created like this. They're conveyor belts on either side vertically with gold in the top and bottom. You'll get an up elevator. To make a down elevator, you can either put a piece of redstone in the middle here, just 1 piece of redstone, or on the already made elevators, you can put a piece of redstone on top. You'll get a down elevator. Obviously, it's more ethical to just put it on top here because I think it gives you like 6 elevators, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but this is them right here, and pretty much how they work is you have to place them going into the ground like this, and if you put something in them like an item, you'll see it'll bring it up, it'll spit it out on this conveyor belt kind of thing going around here before it drops it down, and there we go. So that's how it works. These can be used for players too, so if I'll hop on here, see here it just brings me around the circuit before spitting me out here. So yeah, they're pretty cool. You can see here that's what I made. Now this is a kind of machine I made. I wanted to actually show how these can be used industrially, all these things put together. So I'll find a bucket for myself here and kind of set this off. This is a health potion making machine, and I'm just kind of demonstrating that conveyor belts can be used with brewing stands, and so when materials go by, they'll actually fill them up. So I made a big machine. It's a couple contraptions put together. Conveyor belts passing by with the bucket, passing by water will fill the bucket up. Buckets passing by these cauldrons will fill the cauldron up. And put some bottles in here. When glass bottles pass by, where are you hiding? I'll find them. But when glass bottles pass by a cauldron, they will actually fill up with material too. I'm sure you guys see the bottle, but I cannot see where it is. Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. But so let's put some bottles in here. I made it so it needs to be in stacks of 3. So yeah, this is a pretty cool machine. I think it should be set right now. So it starts by putting down a bucket here, and the bucket obviously fills up, puts that in the cauldron thing. These bottles will go around where they will fill up a machine. As you can see, they're ejecting nether wart as they go, and obviously it's filling up these other machines too, just with this big circuit here. And when this finishes, it should spit out some awkward potions, and that shouldn't take too long. Oh, I got a sheep on there too. That shouldn't matter. So you can see it spat out the awkward potions, which will fill up this. And it is kind of glitchy. It will take a while until it actually plants, but as you can see there, awkward potions fill up this with a glistering melon, and as this goes around, it'll fill up the other ones too. And the kind of cycle. Now, as you can see here, I ran out of glass bottles in the chest. So technically, this machine is kind of renewable, I guess you could say. But one of these should be done by now. Alright. So that finished, and it deposited health potions in here. So obviously this can be chained together to create other potions too. I'm just going to kind of end it here. Kind of divert from getting lag. Alright, and I will pick up all this stuff on the ground here. So yeah, that's how these work. I didn't quite show one of the things in it. I'll show that in a little bit. Actually, where do I have that set up? Oh, I don't actually know, but this, I think it might be in here. Oh, look at that, I don't have one of these patterns. Okay, well, I'll show this pulsar in a bit here. But this next one I want to show you guys is these block dispenser and block harvester. Now, these are pretty cool. They can be used for mining. I think they can also be used, well, obviously they can also be used for farming too. But essentially how this works is it's a dispenser with a gold ingot, you'll get a block dispenser, and a dispenser with a pickaxe, you'll get a block harvester. As you can see, I have this ticker here, which I'll show you in a bit, hooked up to this block dispenser. And you can put stuff in it like a diamond hoe, or any type of hoe, seeds, bone meal, and every pulse it'll kind of, do an action. And this is the block harvester, so when the block harvester is provided with power, it'll actually get rid of everything in a line in front of it. So, as you can see, I just have a button here. I'll hit that, it'll get rid of it all, spit it out the back, or it'll come to me on a conveyor belt. And as you can see, with every tick, it's kind of doing its own thing. And yeah, that's how that works. You can essentially create farms with it. Obviously, you could run the seeds into this machine too, but I don't think that's very necessary. So yeah, that's how that works. Next one here is the lasers, and these are pretty cool. Actually, before I go into the lasers, I should probably show you this one thing I forgot to show. I think I know the pattern. If not, then I'll I think it's that with... Sorry, I didn't show you guys the ticker. I should have had that in here, but I think it's obsidian with... Yeah. So this is the ticker right here. It's obsidian with redstone around it. And I used it in a couple of these machines back there, but when you put it down, it'll start outputting power out to all the four corners and I think below it too. And you can actually right click it and choose your delay. So for instance, I could put a 1 in here, which is 20 ticks. As you can see there, and you can even set the hold time, which is actually pretty cool. You don't need clocks, it's kind of bypassing that. This one here is the lasers, and these are pretty cool. Now you can see here, this little laser here is the normal laser, and it's just kind of a purple beam. And when something walks across it, as you can see, it outputs power. These are just little things that I'll show later, but outputs power. Does it work for items? Yeah, it works for items too, and I know it works for mobs too. So that's pretty cool. However, you can make a death laser too, just by putting a roaster beneath it. As you can see here, it's a roaster, and when power is provided, it'll send out this red beam. Now this will kill you instantly. I'll see if I can't get one of these sheep over here with me. Alright, so I'll turn the power off. See if I can... Oh, jeez, you really want to die, don't you? Oh! And you can see here, it killed him instantly. XP. These actually drop XP. It's only 75% of the normal XP that it would drop if you kill the monster. So that obviously can be used to create XP farms, which is really cool. This here, I didn't quite show this. This is with the block harvester. I just have a block harvester set up with some sheep in here. And as you can see, when I hit the button, it'll spit out their wool. Or it should spit out their wool as long as they're not jumping. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. You can create sheep farm, and then obviously they'll eat the grass and get their wool back. This here is the experience storing table. And I'll quickly get rid of some of these items here. But pretty much how this works is obviously if you're holding down shift when you right click it, you'll deposit your experience. And if you're not holding down shift and you right click it, you will take it out. And I think it's in about increments of 5 levels. Yeah, as you can see there. So obviously this helps you so you don't have to always be risking all your experience as you travel around. And this is created like this, obsidian on the sides with a gas tier and a block of diamond. You'll get your experience storage. Now I set up a little bit of a machine here just to kind of show you once again the function of these things. So this is obviously it'd be hooked up to a mob farm or something. And as you can see here, I have the experience table. Now, as you can see, I have a belt running into it, and this separator with diamonds. Now, diamonds kind of represent experience in this situation. So if you ever have a farm, put a diamond in it, and it'll separate the experience, whereas everything else will be going directly into this chest for all the drops. So you can see here, I'll power up this killing laser, and everything should be working. Now, obviously, you'd have this hooked up to a farm, as I said, but I'll just spawn some zombies. You can see there, they die from that. And and normal materials will drop into here, and the experience will come into there. So yeah, that's how that works. Just another application. Oh, I did show the ticker. This is the ticker right here. And as you can see, output power to these 4 corners. I already did that recipe. These here. Oh, these are just the circuit, or not circuit. They're all the logic gates. Now, this has every logic gate. There's inverters, AND gates, NAND gates, OR gates, NOR gates, XOR gates, XNOR gates, 3 input AND gates. You know, they got everything in here, even T flip-flops, which is really helpful. I didn't want to set up a whole bunch of circuits to show every single one, as that'd take a long time. So, yeah, I tossed them in this chest here. You should kind of get the idea. If you guys want to know how to use them, I'll see if I can't find a video explaining logic gates, and I'll put that in the description. But essentially, they're the basis for every redstone thing you're ever going to make. So these here are the sensors, right? This is the rain sensor. It's a pressure plate with a lapis on top. And as you can see, it's not lit up right now, but if I make it rain, as you can see, it outputs power. So that's the rain sensor, you can see there. This is the daylight sensor, pressure plate, glowstone on top. You can see it's day right now, so it's on, nighttime, it's off, and vice versa. And this is the empty chest sensor. So you can see it's a chest, pressure plate, stone on the bottom with 2 redstone. You'll get the empty chest sensor. And as you can see, this is the chest side. This is where it outputs to. So the chest isn't empty right now, so it's not on. But if I get rid of this, it'll turn on. So obviously these are just more components that can be used in machines, which is pretty helpful. Next one here is the wireless redstone, and this is actually one of the pretty useful things. I'll feed myself because I'm about to die. But I've seen multiple mods where it actually adds wireless redstone in a single individual mod. What I like about this is that it's adding all kinds of things which would be normally separate mods into one big one, which is cool. So you can see here the transmitter, 2 gold, redstone on the side, stone on the bottom. That's the one right there. We got the receiver. It's iron, 2 redstone, stone on the bottom, iron instead of gold in this case. And the remote control, which is a redstone transmitter with a button on below it. You get this redstone remote, or radio remote, sorry. And essentially how these work is when you right-click the things, you can set a channel. So I'll do vagina for the transmitter and vagina for the receiver. So when power is given to this, it'll light up that one. You can see there. And also, here, I'll see if I can't get back to default. You can see there, it lit up that one over there. So there isn't, I'm not sure if there's a range. I don't think there is, at least. But yeah. And another cool thing is that if I, here, I've got to set it back to, if I set a, if you have a radio remote, you can actually right-click them. And when you right-click any more times, that should work. Might just be the, you can see, you can right-click the receivers, and when you right-click anywhere else, it'll cause them to pulse too. So yeah, that's the 3 redstone, wireless redstone parts. Here I have the sensors. So this here is the item detection sensor. Wooden plank, iron ingot with a redstone on top. You'll get this, so when I drop an item here, you can see it lights up. Pick it up, it won't light up. This here is the mob detection sensor, iron, stone, redstone. So for instance, if I spawn a cow, you can see it pops up there, and if when he's out of range, it'll go off. And the final one here is the player motion detector, obsidian, iron ingot, and redstone, and it'll give you this. So when you're out of the range, you can see it there. Now, obviously, this could be used if you're if you have a base here and you only want it to open for you. This would be what you're looking for. And in the next part, I'm gonna actually be showing a little bit of lag. I'm gonna be showing the miner. Alright, hey guys, one more thing I forgot to show was these little lights here, and these are the control lights. So as you can see, I got redstone with glowstone on top. You'll get a red control light, and obviously this can be, you can put the red control light with anything on top, like lapis, cactus green, or dandelion yellow. You can create any other colors, as you can see here in my too many items. So yeah, those are the control lights. Obviously, you provide power to them, and they will light up. I used them in a couple machines that I've already made back there. But yeah. So last thing, this is the miner, and you can see these little crystals here. These are the kind of base for the whole entire miner. You need these to actually make the miner, and these are found underground, around the diamond level, I believe. And the cool thing is when they're underground, they'll actually emit a slight humming sound, and it'll help you locate them. As you can see, there's 8 of them, all different colors. To make the actual miner, which is probably my favorite thing, as you can see I have them all here, you're going to need to put down this pattern. So it's this kind of thing with iron, with a big chest on the back, and in the chest you'll put these power crystals. Now, this miner has levels. Now, for every different kind of power crystal you put in, it'll level up. So, for instance, I'll take these out. Actually, before I do that, I'll probably... to make the miner, you actually need this thing called an activation crystal. It's an iron with any crystal on top, and you'll get the activation crystal. And you can use any crystal, put it down, and you'll get 24 power dust, which I think are the fuel for the miner. You might be able to use coal, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, that's that. And in the miner here, you can see I have a couple things. Now, as I said, the levels are represented by the power crystals, which are in the miner. And the levels are, at level 1, which is just 1 power crystal, you can go through all non-rocks, so sand, dirt, and obviously that's not very useful. Level 2, you can go through rocks, coal, and iron, which are the basic rocks. Level 3, there's gold, lapis, redstone, and obviously everything I've already mentioned. And you can also build bridges with your miner, which I'll show in a bit. Level 4, you can mine diamonds, power crystals, and it has anti-lava, which is done by these buckets that'll actually collect the lava. Level 5, you can mine obsidian. Level 6 and 7 will just make it go faster. And level 8, you can actually mine bedrock, but only above level 0, so you'll never actually create a void hole, which is good. So those are the levels. The controls. Actually, before going into that, I'll actually make it. So you can see here I put a couple things in here. Some cobblestone to make a bridge, torches for smart torch placement, which is level 3. I didn't mention that. And buckets in here. So as you can see, I have some crystals in there. You take your activation crystal once you have made the actual structure and right click it, and you'll get your little miner here. And obviously you can still access the chest. You can see it has a 3 on it. If I put another crystal in here, it'll go to 4 and vice versa for all the levels. So I have level 8 here. I'll kind of show the controls. Now going forwards is done by 8. Actually, no, I need to hook it. You can right click it here and it'll connect the miner to the keyboard. And actually cool thing with this is if you shift click and then right click, you can actually open the control interface. Now if you're any good with coding, you can actually put in your own codes in here and enter will run the code. Obviously I have no idea what this stuff means, so we'll just do it without that. So as you can, you right click it, connect it to your keyboard, and if you hit 8, oh, you need to put, I didn't put any fuel in it, 1 second. Oops. Okay. So if I hit 8 here, no, I need to connect it. Son of a bitch miner. Hit 8, it'll go forward, 2 will go back, 6 will go right, 4 will go left, and 5 will turn it all the way around. And this is just with the number pad on your computer. If you hit 1, it'll turn back into blocks. Obviously, you can undo that just by clicking it again. What else did I show here? Oh, 7 will enable mining. 9 will disable mining. O will allow bridge building. You can see there in the bottom left. P will disable bridge building. Dot will deposit the materials it has inside of it that is collected into a chest. Minus will mine down. Plus will mine up. And yep, those are all the controls. So I'll quickly show how this works here. It's linked. So if I hit 8 or forwards, it should. I didn't. There we go. So it should start speeding forwards. You can see there. And since it's level 8, it'll go through anything. You can see there, I got some iron in there, so you mine through, and as you can actually see, it'll collect the everything in the back chest. So you see it there, it's just going right through it here. And it didn't actually do it, but when it gets a certain darkness level, it'll actually place a torch down, which is pretty cool. So this here is the lava protection. As I showed buckets in it, I'll go forward, and you can see it actually collects the lava, which is pretty cool. And I'll back up here, and this here is the chest. If I hit period, it should, I wasn't close enough, I don't think. It should ideally, yeah, you can see it deposit everything in mined into the chest. And I'll enable bridge building, and we'll just drive right out here, where it should, why aren't you working? Oh, Poor bastard fell down. But bridge building should be working. I'm not sure why it's not. Oh, whatever. So yeah, that's that. Mine from mine down. You can obviously mine forward and then... yeah. Oh, bridge building's on right. But obviously you can mine forward and get some kind of system going with mining down and forward. And plus will mine up. So I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah. So that's how that works. That's pretty much the miner for you. It's pretty cool. You know, very useful. And yeah, that's pretty much everything in this mod. I think I showed everything. As I said, very helpful mod, very, very cool mod. If you guys want to check it out, obviously you can go to the author's page. I'll have a link in the description. Thanks for watching. You can leave some comments. Tell me if you like the audio quality. I don't actually have a lisp. If you guys think that, the microphone kind of gets weird with that, as you know, it's not exactly an amazing studio quality mic. But yeah, I can see the comments coming already. So yeah, that's pretty much everything in this mod. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe to my channel, like the video if you really enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Scuzzy out!